Hello, my name is Jason Laney. I'm the Warning Coordination Meteorologist with the National Weather Service, and this is an update for unfolding weather events for the rest of this Thanksgiving week. So, what lies ahead? Well, we're expecting quite a bit of active weather. It's getting started sometime during the afternoon Wednesday and probably continuing for some time. But the first area of importance will be the weather Wednesday afternoon and into Thursday morning. So what are we expecting? A good soaking rain, that's for certain, in the lowlands, and the possibility for wintry type precipitation up in the mountains, primarily the Sacramentos, but a little in the Gila as well. The snow, sleet, freezing rain, all of that is a possibility. And speaking of freezing rain, if it occurs, we expect it to occur along the east slopes of the Sacramento Mountains, probably Wednesday evening in the wee hours of the morning Thursday, and that could transition into an ice storm. We keep the rain going, primarily rain, as we head on into Thursday, then Friday. Wind overspreads the area once again, along with a few lowland rain showers and possibly a little more snow for the mountains. First things first, we are issuing a winter storm watch for the Sacramento Mountains above 7,500 feet, which includes Cloudcroft, where we think we could see several inches of snow, and of course the east slopes of the Sacramento Mountains, where the potential for the ice storm will exist. So here's a look at how the computer model sees things happening. You can see the precipitation starts south of here and moves up into the borderland around midday or so on Wednesday. And by Wednesday evening, it has overspread the entire area. Areas you see in pink, that's where we think we could see the freezing rain or the icy type situations. The blue would represent snow, and of course the green and yellow rain and heavy rain at that. And that continues right on through the night. Now, once we get into Thursday, things begin to taper off, believe it or not. First thing Thursday morning, we're looking at still maybe a little snow and freezing rain in the mountains, but we think that will be changing over to all rain as warmer air pushes in. Most areas will probably even see a little break in the activity as we go through the day Thursday. That's good news for most folks, but keep in mind we do have a big parade coming up during the morning hours on Thursday, and there's still a 50 to 60% chance we could still be looking at some light showers around near the parade route. And then, of course, the showers will redevelop sometime later in the day as we get ready for the active weather coming our way on Friday. So all told, how much rain are we going to get? Well, probably a lot. You can see all of the areas here on the left-hand side, generally above 1 inch. That is total rainfall. Now, it'll come over time, but still, this is enough that we could see some ponding on roadways and maybe some isolated flooding situations as well. And then the snowfall, it'll stay confined mainly to the higher terrain, and I think the snow's only going to last for maybe 4 to 6 hours as we go through the nighttime hours, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, before it all changes over to rain and kind of melts it away. But the greater totals will be in the Sacramentos, where 2 to 4 inches are possible, and you see the area shaded in red. That's where we think we could have that icy situation. Then we get on into Friday. The parent storm that brings all the moisture in finally swings overhead with colder air and bringing another round of wind with it as a cold front pushes through. We don't think we're going to see as much rain this time around, but we could see some additional snow up into the Gila Mountains. So look for strong west winds to redevelop as the system moves through, definitely turning colder behind this front. And while we will see some rain in the lowlands, I think it'll be scattered. We'll focus more on what's going to happen with mountain snowfall with the greatest impact over the Gila. And you can see overall rainfall totals much less on the left-hand side there. Again, this is just for Friday, but we're talking 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain, maybe a little more in the mountains. And you see the snow totals, another 2 to 4 inches eventually around Cloudcroft above 7,500 feet in the Sacramentos. But the Gila, some areas could be looking at 6 to 8 inches of snow, and with winds blowing, that could make for some low visibilities at times as well. So here are the impacts we're expecting. Of course, impacts how this weather hits all of us in our day-to-day lives. And that means if you'll be traveling in the mountains, especially the Sacramentos or east slopes, look for dangerous driving conditions as roads could be snow-covered or even icy at times. And because we are talking the possibility of an ice storm, especially where the freezing rain occurs, tree limbs coming down, leaving debris on roadways, possibly dragging down power lines in its wake with some power outages. Then as we look to Thanksgiving Day, good news is the rain slowly tapers off, but we'll still have some scattered showers. Again, we think there will be some type of an impact for the parade. Bundle up. It'll be cool and damp out there, no doubt about it. And still some ponding on area roadways as folks drive from one location to another. Finally, on Friday, cold front swings through with the winds. We think snow-covered roads in the mountains, especially the Gila, and poor visibility in blowing snow. will be the primary concern there. Now, as always, there are some uncertainties with this. So what is our confidence level? Well, we feel very confident we're going to get some precipitation and some steady rains, especially Wednesday into Thursday. We also have high confidence in the precipitation type in the lowlands. It's too warm for snow, so it's going to be all rain in the lowlands. That is a definite. But then once we start talking about what's going to happen climbing into the mountains, our confidence drops off a little bit because we think we start off with snow and then that kicks on over to a little rain before it's said and done. But of course, if we do get more ice and snow, it lasts longer. It takes longer for things to warm up than we're anticipating. Then we would have lesser impacts. If we get more, well, then the impacts begin to grow. You get the idea. Moderate confidence also with our precipitation coverage and timing on Thanksgiving. We really do think the rain is going to kind of move out and taper off some for most of the afternoon, but depending on the speed of the storm, that could change as well. And so that's why we keep monitoring the weather on a daily basis. Encourage you to do the very same thing. We invite our emergency managers and media to visit us on NWS Chat with any immediate concerns. And for the rest of our public, join us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for the latest. And don't forget our webpage, www.weather.gov/El Paso.